Famble them on a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Based on usa on a day where on a day watch this live video stream or listen to this audio message here. So, as usual, I'm working come up with this program for una, your side, my side, and the truth. And by extension, put your eye down, make you see you know. So in Nigerian family then can say shine your eye. Me na Editayo.G Temple, proprietor Universal Times newspaper, and where Family can also call the investigative journalist. Family today, na Wednesday, the 16th November 2022. And inside today on program, now then topics there so we can look into proper. The first topic for today on discussion say, P.P.P.R.C is right. Alfred Peter Conteh is a disgrace to administrative best practices and human resource management. The second topic for today say, call for the release of APC chairlady Abibatu Kamara, who is languishing at the Waterloo Police Detention Facility, a case for rights activists. And the third topic, which is the final one for today, say, President Bio has succeeded in turning our sisters to social media prostitutes and brothers to drugs addicts. A case for potential voters come June 24th, 2023. Famble them, and then three topics there so we can look into proper. Be it as it may, and I know say we don't cease the playing of music, but if anybody think otherwise and thinks say we for resume the music section right here, when I make a note. But family them, without wasting much ado, now we'll go to the first topic of discussion for today. We say, P.P.P.R.C is right. Alfred Peter Conteh is a disgrace to administrative best practices and human resource management. Shame on him. Family them, waiting at the background to this particular topic of discussion, make us start with the press release we come out from the P.P.P.R.C. Family them, this press release reads, and I quote, Political Parties Registration Commission, OAU, Drive, Tower Hill, Freetown, Sierra Leone, 16th November 2022. Alfred Peter Conteh, Chairman, Interim Transitional Governance Committee, All People's Congress Party, 11A, Old Railway Line, Freetown. Dear Sir, concern about the formation of district registration agents. I write to respond to, I write in response to your letter of 14th November 2022 captioned as above and served on the commission and your conduct in the commission's conference room of even reference. Though your said letter is not addressed to anybody, its content relates to the commission and reflective of your misconduct in our conference room. It was also served on us by your personal self after misconducting yourself. You seem to be under the delusion that the commission is under obligation to endorse your decisions without questions. This borders around derision and frightening ignorance of the commission's statutory mandate. We are established by Section 34(1) of the 1991 Constitution and inter alia charged with the responsibility to supervise and monitor the activities of political parties. See Section 1 of the Political Parties Act number 3 of 2002. By Section 34(5) of the Constitution and 3 of the Political Parties Act 2002, in the exercise of our functions, we are not subject to the directions of any person or authority. Your attempt at dictating to the Commission as to how it conducts its business is an affront to its authority and thus unacceptable. We are a state institution with a defined mandate and that must be respected by you, all that we deal with. A political party can only inquire into our conduct through the courts, not by frivolous accusations and profanities on social media platforms. The latter only exhibits the peddlers and their handlers' insecurities, background, and upbringing. The contents of your letter and conduct aforesaid are not only disrespectful of the Commission, but also amount to an interference with its work. Interfering with the Commission's official and its business for your edification constitutes an offense. Under Section 10 of the Political Parties Act of number 3 of 2002, we shall not hesitate to invoke that if such brazen conduct persists. All of the decisions you have taken as chairman of the ITGC have been challenged by other members of that body. You hold the view that the judgment of the 28th April 2002 confers power on you to act in the manner you have acted, whilst the other members of the committee are contending that you are absolutely devoid of such powers. Until His Lordship that created your outfit in his judgment gives a definition of your powers, both views held by you and the other members of the committee are mere conjectures. It is inexplicable, therefore, that you expect the Commission to swallow hook, line, and sinker your own view. The Commission is an independent institution and we are nobody's puddle. You seem to hold the pretensions that your decision as sacrosanct and binding on all and sundry. As a matter of course, such mentality is, in our view, is at variance with what you professed to stand for. As an outright body, we have advisedly chosen to stay in the middle until His Lordship interprets his judgment. We took that position in realization of the fact that acting in line with other of the two views aforementioned could be tantamount to an endorsement of that view and thus an interpretation of His Lordship judgment, an act that is clearly ultra vires our statutory brief. You and your surrogates have consistently basked on our being a party to the action and in your estimation that reads us of our mandate. We are therefore at a loss that you are now seeking the endorsement of your action from this commission you and your cohort have so berated as insignificant. It is instructive to note that also, like you are being a party to this action, entities us to give our own interpretation of the judgment. We have clear and unequivocal views on all of the decisions, actions, and contentions in the committee. We have, however, restrained ourselves from expressly proffering such views by way of our own interpretation, out of respect for the diverse efforts being employed to bring you together. Proffering our own interpretation, therefore, may only further compound the problem, as it may conflict with either of the two views in issue. That would certainly not be helpful to those efforts geared towards a resolution of the impasse. We have therefore held our peace in the face of all the audacity and tirade from you and your band of supporters in furtherance of the general interest of the party. And the documents quotes in end. You are doing all of these you are doing all of this cognizant of the fact that you are not a regular organ of the party, and the judgment is not a ruling of a commission. Had it been either of the two, all of you would have been called to order in a jiffy and free the party from your pettifogging and selfish bickering. As to why you are so unsettled by the Commission's considered decision to sit in the middle and maintain the status quo till we hear from His Lordship, is uncomfortable. Because of your desperation, you have unknowingly resorted to accusing us of deepening the divide in your committee. We will reserve our opinion on that accusation till His Lordship rules. It is exactly disingenuous and dishonest accusations of this nature that informed my last audio interview. I feel vindicated for my going public on happenings in your committee, as you are doing precisely what we predicated, scapegoating others from your failings. For the records, if our intention is to deepen the divide in the ITGC, there is a discreet and more effective way of doing that. Keeping quiet, but we have the interest of the party sat in the middle whilst we explore ways and means to settle the dispute. Fully cognizant of the attendant unprovoked backlash we are now experiencing from desperate and uncut individuals within your circles, just for holding the balance. Whilst we await the next barrage of profanities and scattering comments from your attack dogs, we will continue to sit in the middle as arbitrates until His Lordship prove his decisions. Therefore, through interpretation of his judgment, no amount of cost or verification will stampede us from that pursuit. In the interim, we look forward to the relating with the Commission with due reference, fineness, and respect. Yours faithfully, A.M. Bangura, Chairman. Copy 1. Commissioner. 2. His Lordship, Justice Adrian J. Fisher, Law Court Building, Shaka Stephen Street, Freetown. Fambulem, now the documents this way come out from the P.P.P.R.C. However, even though a long, but as he say, we all take patience for listening to waiting come out inside this particular document here. Fambulem, me not a come for come gratify, right, or lend credence to waiting P.P.P.R.C. say. Waiting lawyer Bangura says so and P.P.P.R.C. in my estimation is within the ambit of the P.P.P.R.C. as a statutory regulatory organ for do waiting as opposed for do and as how they do them. In as much as I get my own reservation, right, on the conduct of the P.P.P.R.C. I will get into that in my second statement. So just like I was saying, in relation to what the P.P.P.R.C. says, so just like I was saying, it falls within the mandate of the Commission. So now, in analyzing what P.P.P.R.C. says so, I go on for say, it seems as if P.P.P.R.C. then don't begin for come to the senses, for ensure say, then promote political pluralism in Sierra Leone and also multi-party democracy, especially as singularly charged in the with the responsibility of doing such. And I'm sure lawyer Bangura, when a lawyer, no say if they fail for promote political pluralism or multi-party democracy and fail for allow healthy political and democratic competition in Sierra Leone, if anything happen in Sierra Leone, they will be held accountable. I'm sure that putting those subjects into cognizance, it don't decide for take the right step, because if people then come out on the streets just now for express their disenchantment into the way and manner in which things that happen at the country, Astafly, we don't wish that something happen negative. All of these actors will be held accountable. That is to say, the P.P.P.R.C. gets a responsibility for even unify political actors then in political parties on the premise of intra-party dialogue. Yes, they have that responsibility. Failing which, they will be held accountable if anything happens. Let alone now, Sierra Leoneans they accuse the Julius Maada Bio-led administration say, then they use their institutions they also for meddle into the political dynamics and activities of the APC, which is very, very wrong. And in my estimation, the P.P.P.R.C. under the leadership of the Israel administration, right, not do similar things when we get the KKY Bernadette Lai fraction and that of the Julius Maada Bio fraction. They allow democracy for play to an extent that supporters of P.P.P.R.C, right, then pit na KKY in Mama in face during the fight and infighting where they get, and also deflate JOB in Motoka entire, and all of this happen. APC not send people and go there for go fight them, send police there for go beat them or waiting, or use P.P.P.R.C. or other organ for obstruct healthy competition. No. It ended up that Julius Maada Bio win the fight between all of them, and he contest the election and win like how the state say he wins so. So why SLPP under the leadership of retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio and P.P.P.R.C. now go allow APC for B? Right? And I repeat them again, if anything happen at this week country, Sierra Leone, through the way and manner in which P.P.P.R.C. they behave, trust me, they will have themselves accountable through the international community. So I'm happy that now P.P.P.R.C. don't begin for learn from themselves and don't begin for do the right thing. Now make a come to the issue of Alfred Peter Conteh and in cohort, be it Suleimani Bumne and what have you. Fambudem, I be don't say I'm yesterday and days before now, yeah? Me na one kind person we mean good for Sierra Leone, and I don't exhibit them from every spheres of my life where I engage with national actors in Sierra Leone, yeah? That is to say, when Justice Edgar Fisher ruled in favor of Alfred Peter Conteh, I was one of the bloggers unquote, quote and unquote, but a mainstream professional journalist where give Alfred Peter Conteh the platform. I interviewed him on so many occasions, to an extent of covering their press conference at the APC party office. And I report exactly what I see. Some people, them to a large extent, they accuse me, say, Editayo, na Sam Sumana in Campide, na make it the support of Peter Conteh and give them audience, and even a grant so many interview to Sulaimani Bumne Kamara. Why are they do all of this for? As he and say, they need to get the platform for make them able to express themselves and make their voices be heard. But trust me, just like I was saying, I was disappointed in President Bio after in 3 years in office, where I support in 3 years administration in calling for national cohesion, unity and diversity, and also administrative best practices. But after President Bio in 3 years in office and in interview with FM 98.1, I was disappointed. From then, I think I can say, yes, enough is enough. And 3 years leading to 5 years, it is my role and responsibility now for evaluate President Bio in government and also monitor, right, and raise the red flag when necessary. It was then I begin for do am. Within that point in time again, some people they say, anytime you don't go join SLPP, this and that. But I know say opinion varies, right? I don't get problems with people's opinion. And trust me, I know all responsibility for anybody in way of thinking or perception. Waiting are all responsibility to. Now me conscience and way of doing things, right? And me service to humanity and God Almighty. Now all obligation to. You thinking I am wrong doesn't mean I'm not right. It's just a perception. So, in this light, I am so disappointed, right, in the conduct of Alfred Peter Conteh, Bumne, and the likes. I'm not playing politics. I'm not in nobody's camp. Not Sam Sumana, nor Dr. Richard Conteh, nor Dr. Kelfala Mara, or nor Dr. Samora Matthews Kamara. I'm in nobody's camp. All what he wants now healthy competition as Sierra Leone for ensure say we able to provide political solutions to the problems the way Sierra Leoneans in the face under this good for nothing SLPP-led administration. That is all what I want. So whosoever be the flag bearer of APC, so be it. All what you want, let the process leading to the flag bearership election also be healthy and also free, fair, and transparent. That is all what I want. So now, Alfred Peter Conteh, I'm disappointed in you, my brother. Because with all what you say about the past administration, vilify them, condemn former President Dr. Anes Koroma and Dr. Ambassador Usman Fodeyasane and his team. You criticize them all kind of way. Say they are dictators, they are what should I say? You use all kind of adjectives on them, for which you are right. Because if you think, say, you get a better way for provide solution to the problem, so be it. We are willing to listen to you and work with you. But unfortunately, you prove to be the worst person. That is why I said, in my estimation, you are a disgrace to administrative best practices and human resource management. What do I mean by that? You are a disgrace to administrative best practices because you have lived in America and you know how administrative best practices, rule of law, and rules of engagement they operate. And you have been sitting on that particular premise to condemn the Israel administration, only for make you come now and come mess up. Why do you have to suspend or sack Honorable Abdul Kagbo because you feel say you're not able for do what you want and listen to you? So that is not an act of administrative best practice. Now, you have in your own way, as established by the other sects in the ITGC, unilaterally reinstate Chief Samsumana, right? Which I know how, which I got no problem with. If the ITGC said that the right way you do have no problem. But according to them, they say you unilaterally reinstate Chief Samsumana. Now, why I'm making that reference there, it's evident of the fact that Alfred Peter Conteh, you condemn the past administration and also by Kuruma, right, for sack Samsumana and pull him out of the party. Could you imagine? Then you can do the same thing to, is it Bintu Rabi or what have you, and that of Honorable Abdul. So tell me, whose difference he make? You they criticize one thing, you they do the same thing back again. Come on. So now, who would you want to reinstate Abdul Kagbo and Bintu Rabi? Where you don't, according to you say you don't sack them so or expel them or whatever as the case may be. So all of this is not called for. So that is why I said you are a disgrace to administrative best practices, because you need for able for manage situation as a leader. That is why they give you the responsibility as a leader. So now let me come to the issue of human resource management, which you are also a disgrace to. Alfred Peter Conteh, if you're not able to manage 21 Motamandem inside a committee where you did, how you be able to manage thousands and millions of people inside the APC? How you be able to manage them? And as a leader, you get for no say, you get for disagree, for agree, for move ahead. But you don't want disagree for agree. You get for try for convince Bintu Rabi and Councillor and that of Honorable Abdul Kabo and others and for me they reason with you. To an extent that you even get for let go. Mind you, I'm talking to you not only as a trained and qualified journalist, but as a change agent with a minor in community development studies. I'm also a change agent. And one of the modules that I do in community development studies, now leadership. You need to be decisive. You need to be polite. You need to be firm. You need to be consultative. You need to embark on dialogue. All of this, you need to forget them. But if you don't begin for sack people, they get people because they're not reasoning with you, then you will hold the party to ransom. You will hold the party on hostage. And the party need for conduct and contest the 2023 election. Up to now, we will not conduct election, need forget a flag bearer. What a ridicule to administration. Then you are placed there through a court order for ensure say you provide solution to the problem. But you failed woefully. So that is why I said you are a disgrace to administrative best practices and that of human resource management. Because if you're able to manage 21 people, then are you able to manage a whole bunch of people inside APC? So come on, you've messed up. Now I'm sure you know, waiting Dr. Nesbai Koroma, Honorable Mikhail Mansare and others will they go through for manage the party affairs where you know. If we say it was just like a child's play. Now the reason this one can say that old person with Sidom, it is see far past that young person with him up. So in my estimation, Alfred Peter Conteh here, you've messed up. To an extent that you not only messed up within the confines of the APC territory, you can't go to P.P.P.R.C. Look how you will misbehave there. And I'm happy where you get a learned lawyer who is able to address you acidically for putting you at your level. Could you imagine? I listened to a few of your interviews, right, on radio and TV, where you challenge the mandate of the P.P.P.R.C. Are you serious, Alfred Peter Conteh? The P.P.P.R.C. is constitutionally and legally constituted. They have mandates to operate, of which you haven't had any mandate. You were not voted for into office. You were brought into a court order. Why can't you comport yourself? To an extent that they challenge the P.P.P.R.C. Were you power thirsty or what have you? That is why Aristotle once said, and I quote, absolute power corrupts absolutely. You have to be careful, my brother, right? And however, I get one information again today where I see that the report say Alfred Peter Conteh come under attack. Family members draw this to our attention.
Family, good afternoon. This is breaking news. Nina Bumne Suleimani, the interim publicity committee head of the ITGC and the APC party. As I talk to Unaso this afternoon, we just get a message that they don't go attack, hundreds of youths don't go attack the chairman, Alfred Peter Conteh, where you go visit Honorable Emma Simbo Fraser in her house. Na Tarawali Drive, Malabar today. I will keep una informed as the events that they unfold. But they don't cause a whole lot of damage na the place, and a lot of stones and attacks they happen there. But I will come for you now the updates as the events and the fold. Una, thank you. I will come back.
Thank you very much. No problem. Come back. But before you come, make I just address yourself small. Suleimani Bumne Kamara, I'm also disappointed in you. You know, one person where we don't call on several times. I even interview more than Alfred Peter Conteh. But the fact remains, some of you dictions them, right? The word the way you pull like you mouth. In no commensurate to your status as a big man and somebody where they want for use for mediate, for bring a party together. You also serve as a dividing factor for divide the party, right? Because how you going to lash at your other colleagues that within the 21-man committee to an extent that you call them names and think that una able for do what you want for do and achieve what you want. We're not to that una be the call for, not to that una be the criticize the past administration for. Now you are calling and reporting that they don't attack Alfred Peter Conteh. Just as I say, you have not part of the problem. Suleimani Bumne, you are as guilty as charged. Because why would I feel so when I can do something out of the way and get thrown away? It's not done. You have condemned the past administration for doing similar things, and you are doing the worst now. Now, again, Fambulen, if waiting Suleimani Bumne Kamara report so is true, I want for outrightly condemn him because this is not the way forward. For go attack Alfred Peter Conteh, it's not called for. When I continue for use administrative best practices like how the 14 people that don't go constitute their own committee as opposed to their own 7 and waiting, una move ahead. But 2 wrongs cannot make a right. Una not give the government edgeway for continue for arrest people then, charging on a court or look into una matters then within the legal framework we go delay the process of the APC. Right? You not call for. Because if una go damage and just know, or he go lost in life just now, if not that happened because I not ascertain waiting happen the report where give so. Maybe it might be a wild rumor and false alarm for maybe for achieve something else. So I'm not authoritatively saying that Alfred Peter Conteh was attacked, no, because I'm not there. They are able to cross-check the information. But I don't take them as it is. If that is the case, it is not correct. Then also again, be it Samsumana or Dr. Samura Kamara or excuse me, forgive me. Or be it Dr. Richard Conteh or what have you, as the case may be, all of these people, as of now, will still give their allegiance to the APC and say that the inside APC are all important factors leading to the 2023 election. Then they are no one for make nobody underestimate than they. Yes. Chief Alhaji Samsumana is as important as Dr. Samura Kamara, Dr. Richard Conteh, Paul Kamara, or whosoever. They are all important. The more the merrier. Unity in diversity is a must. Yes, unity in diversity is a must. People might say Samsumana getting your issue, but for fact Samsumana and Dreban come out of the party and lost the few people that were there behind them, including the one that wouldn't have. It doesn't make sense. What see me they expect now for let APC because I'm talking about big people like this. The Samsumana now, the Richard Conteh now, the Samura Kamara, all the big people them. Please, una use una matured skills and competence for bring una self come together, bring the party come together, and let the party get a united force for conduct and contest the 2023 election. And for that reason, I'm counting on Dr. Anesbai Koroma. Please, sir, continue for use your good office for bring all the fractions they are so together. All of these people are very, very important. Samsumana is as important as Dr. Samura Kamara among others. And for me, in my estimation, I've said it times without number, that, 1, the unification of APC is the worst nightmare for SLPP. And secondly, the combination of Sam Sumana and Dr. Samura Kamara is a perfect matching combination. Tit and tongue the jam, but not that means say we for part. So now that maybe they expect of Alfred Peter Conteh and Bumne for can bring the party together, able for bring Sam Sumana and Dr. Samura Kamara and whosoever together. But they are dividing people through their rhetorics and what have you, which is not correct. So please, APC members, Sierra Leoneans are looking up to you people to provide solution for them. And for that reason, make Agwan for take waiting this woman here to say.
This is what you guys wanted. You cannot hold the people of Sierra Leone to hostage. You cannot hold the people of Sierra Leone to hostage. Whether you call by Mahmoud, Alaji Usman Fode Yansane, that has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with them. The people are tired. The people, this is what I've been saying. This is what you guys were looking for. And we will not forget you. We will not forget you. We will not forget you. You are trying to implicate Dr. Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane will not work. All your plans of implicating Samura Kamara, Usman Fode Yansane, the former president, will not hold. The youth are going to take over their party. The P.P.P.R.C had made it clear that the party belongs to the grassroots. And if the grassroots sense that there are people, there are factions in the APC that want to destabilize this party, that don't want this party to move forward, elections is like 7 months away. Up till now, the party does not have a leader. They are not going to sit quietly. They are not going to sit quietly. So this is just a tip of the iceberg. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You guys cannot have your way. You guys cannot eat your cake and have it. Definitely. You remove all these people because of, you say, dictatorship on constitutionality, and you are doing the worst. So the people have risen, and the people's power is more greater than any other power. This time around, nobody's going to hold the APC down. Nobody's going to hold the APC from contesting the 2023 elections. Yes. I'm happy for the youth. Kudos, bravo to the youth of APC.
Fambo them waiting this woman they talk so, it just they respond to waiting one other blogger writes and social media we say Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane and is it by Mahmoud or waiting they don't send talks them for go attack Alfred Peter Conteh. So if they try for debunk that day and say they're possibly talk about what they just want for implicate them figures then they, of which I'm sure that is true, just want for implicate them, but it's not correct here. So in that light, family them I see few text messages that don't kind side. In as much as I'm not able for pick call, but make I just read few text messages that don't kind side. This particular one say I see this one from is it Mustafa? Mustafa say Alfred no see nothing. Make he wait small. He go regret all this in stupid way he dey pan. And Mustafa say also say if Alfred no take time, he go no that word I don't want to answer. Then this other person say Almami Koroma say boomne na relevant, right? I see Amina Majid Malik say, now that make them forgive some beating. He come for derail the APC, but na lie. We need a strong opposition party for go against the SLPP come 2023. Almami Koroma say, then guys then don't lost their credibility to APC. Amina Majid also say, we don't need a snitch like some wicked pass bill. However, I'm just like I was say, this now your side, my side, and the truth. All man gets in your opinion with the give. But just like what me say, my opinion on the premise of unity in diversity, and the more the merrier. You know what I mean? I know say it and tongue in the jam, but not that means say them for parts. Do your APC on a try for put on a house in order for try for settle this problem here so with the happen at the party. Then I'm your suggestion where I go on for make. In as much as I see some people them really they express disenchantment and vexation on Sam Sumana. Okay, this brings me come to my closing statement. I think I'll end up with Sam Sumana's side here. Sam Sumana, however, in as much as you and some people that will resonate with you say you were unfairly asked out of the party, right, or sack or what have you here, but the fact remains, you self need for ensure say you play the statesmanship role leading to the 2023 election. We go make people themselves go see reason for things say you really mean well for can be an added value to the APC, yeah, obviously. And in that light, I don't see a lot of things that will happen at Salon, right? In as much as some people, they don't give defense for you, say you be the talk. But me, I know you much, I know even you say anything here. Chief Sam Sumana, a lot of things that don't happen at Sierra Leone, even this just concluded registration, where they disenfranchise people, them beat APC supporters, them do this and do that. I was expecting you to have made statements in condemnation of all of these things, right? But I don't know. Even the August 10th state-sponsored massacre, different of the fact that they go say it was an insurrection and what have you, until I don't prove and I will say it was not, but it was a state-sponsored massacre, I think say you for don't condemn all of these things and add your voice. I just like I was say, so many things that happen at Sierra Leone. So many things that happen, especially within the APC self-safe. Now then they make you a leader. We will make, if even na Samoa Kamara, when are your opponents, na in then they intimidate and they harass, embarrass and what have you, you need for speak out on his behalf. We will make them say, no, Sam Sumana is really a leader and he can be an added value. Copy from me. Waiting they happen with Adebayo, right? Where actually this be entering and say them go search news, blah 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 and not. People then go say me Adebayo get issue. Me I know that issue. Me I not afraid for speak truth to power because me purse or me mouth or me belly or me pot na host. No, they inside nobody in pockets, right? We are just being nice to each other. If you consider for assist me financially because no man's an island and no man stands alone, so be it. I appreciate them. You know what I mean? But I'm not afraid for tell you true because tell friend true, not Paul friend. But this particular issue, they're afraid for tell you safe true. Now make we countries alone, they go down the drain. So, what do I mean by that? You don't see people then they inside a cabinet with a president as ministers them. Then just they concur and support normal. Yes, sir. Everything correct, everything going fine. It's not nice so. If even the president they do something correct, tell them the truth. But Sierra Leoneans, we have been nurtured in that particular way for tell person to no problem, right? And you not call for so only for tell yourself true. Because if you don't tell the person true, then Allah you go tell them. Make I go an example. Look what happened in America between Mike Pence and Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump had wanted to hold the democratic credentials and tenets of America to disrepute. Yes, by allowing hoodlums to enter the Capitol. Look what Mike Pence do. He come out behind them and go do the right thing for ensure say he save the democracy of America. And that would expect again in Africa, including your own country, Sierra Leone. Yeah. Ministers are able for tell presidents them na cabinet for say, sir, what you talk so, what you want for do so, not correct, so this and that. So like how quite recently I be hearing what happen where Solomon Jamiu be speak to power and tell President Bio and team say no, that kind of hard way not to do things so you're not correct. Obviously, because if anything happen, everyone will be held accountable. So in this light, just like how they say, and no say people then get issue because of them political affiliations and whatever as the case may be. Yeah? But what they try for say is here, do ya Sierra Leoneans allow we try for come together, right? I see Almami Koroma say, thanks so much for updating some of us here. Oh God, I don't come on it. He said, thanks so much for updating some of us. Then I see Amina Majid say, but Sam gets in your own party when I see for C. However, okay, at the kind of here, it's very important point again. Almami Koroma say, brother Alfred na paid up guy from the government. Almami say also again, Boomne not even gets waiting charisma. However, Mamba Bokari say the problem na APC na EBK cause e no straight. EBK able done all the plaba within 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm very sure of what I'm saying. The text longer is a real of what I'm saying. Yeah. However, na so Mamba Bokari say na EBK na the problem. And what you go say, I'm not going to say EBK na the problem, but you get a role for placer for ensure say you bring APC together and forget a formidable force for go to the 2023 elections. But Amina Majid say, Amina Majid, it's talk for respond to. Okay, Amina Majid Malik say, but some get in your party when I see for C. And then again, I go look for the P.P.P.R.C, yeah, and P.P.P.R.C and also Chief Samsumana in team, then try to make this record clear because this is very, very strong indictment. I don't hear again from even Abdul Kagbo, where they be talking inside their statement. Say Samsumana is still a member of C4C, he not left C4C8. And according to the P.P.P.R.C Act, yeah, if you want for contest for any position inside another political party, where you don't belong to another political party, you need for tender your letter of resignation, right? So I don't know if P.P.P.R.C will help you with that, for let we know if Samsumana be don't tender in letter of resignation from the C4C and in now fully status membership in APC. And also again from the Samsumana camp, then self OWA responsibility for ensure say they explain to we for let we know if really Samsumana be don't resign from C4C. Family, go to the next topic of discussion for today. The next topic of discussion for today say call for the release of APC chairlady Abibatu Kamara, who is languishing at the Waterloo Police Division Detention Facility, a case for rights activists. Family, this na other issue again where I think say civil society activists them and the media for take to the platform and voice out some of them concerned there so. We know say the government according to them then say waiting up on August 10 na insurrection, a failed coup as the case may be, but I believe say they don't move away from Dande because if they get forgive the insurrectionists them or the so-called terrorists them or failed coupists them 20 million, I'm afraid I don't think that again warrants any hard-handedness on them. Yeah. Now, we don't deal here of this case of this lady where they call Abibatu Kamara, right? We made to understand say Abibatu Kamara now market it be the go on the 10th of August, right? Where the Olam say she is found wanting for taking part in a riot. Tego thank you, they not see an old gun or old weapon or a go born person in house. But please, Fambu Demuna, help me call on the rights activists them, right? The journalists them as well. For some of the one that were still there in detention, where they're not charged to cut it, or we're still there in detention without proper due representation and what have you. Let them try for going to them cases them. This lady, now the second time this way at the ear in issue now this medium, and if any right activists they watch this program now or listen to this audio message, do ya una go to the Waterloo Police Division, then cell, and go ask for this lady for now we know waiting the happen bottom. Because they say they know they give them chance for get fair trial and waiting. He just chilling at that detention police station day now Waterloo for almost months now. So please fam with them do ya una try for go to Abibatu Kamara in rescue. And this is a call for the attention of members of the international community as well. Right? Somebody gets right to fair trial and what have you. But we must understand, say, Abibatu Kamara has been in detention at the Waterloo Police Division for quite a while now without being fairly treated. Because I know, say, now, the police not they listen to people themselves. Nor the government not they listen because they are hell-bent in suffering people for their own selfish aggrandizement. But the only one that will get the responsibility for protecting the people they are so. Now the journalists them and the civil society activists them, including rights activists. I'm afraid that Human Rights Defenders Network, who are there for the do work here now, they have been compromised. Before that, the vehicle saved the use. So I don't think say Alfonso Bani will go to Waterloo police station and go ask about this woman in business. Do you any rights activists when they watch this program or listen to this audio, una go to Waterloo police station and go ask to Abiba to Kamara. And this somebody sent to me or make una all listen. Oh my God, family them I don't get small problem now, so right? Then say me phone don't full up to an extent that it just they go. Family them, could you imagine this phone here so right now as I'm talking to you, I get over 5,000 or more WhatsApp groups.
Yes, so Editayo, good morning. The last time I call you, say I wait you will call me back, you don't call me back. This morning I try for call you. I think you'll be busy with your line too. And you expect of that chair lady with the oil. Hopefully, please, and I pass on the message. Of course, you know I'll be back to Kamara. I'm market say we can go buy for the picnic. We can prepare food. We then go all lawfully from August 10. 30 days in the farm. And then at the place in our salary.
Family them now the word that, but do you make a play again? Sometimes this will make people that we get sorry at go to Abibatu for go rescue them.
Yes, so Editayo, good morning. The last time I call you, say I wait you will call me back, you don't call me back. This morning I try for call you. I think you'll be busy with your line too. And you expect of that chair lady with the oil. Hopefully, please, and I pass on the message. Of course, you know I'll be back to Kamara. I'm market say we can go buy for the picnic. We can prepare food. We then go all lawfully from August 10. 30 days in the farm. And then at the place in our salary.
And also again, this bring me come to the Sausa go on for admonish the LUC in Waterloo Police Division, in as much as is a friend of mine, because even the term safe whether 14-year-old Pekin be then at the Waterloo Police cell day, and now me aim to talk things safe play a role for facilitate the Pekin release. However, I know say some power, right, overzealous supporters and then will vex for sake of that. But sir, you get a responsibility as a police officer, we're not a politician, right? You get a mandate for serve the country where you get right to gratuity, pension and benefits. Political activists and supporters and then they come and go, year in, year out. But please, sir, you get a responsibility for ensure say Sierra Leone become a better place. Yeah. So in that light, do you work without political interference? I want to make yourself again, anybody who listen to this audio here so or watch the video stream, make it talk to the LUC at the Waterloo Police Division. I will call them again and talk to them. Sir, you get a responsibility for administer justice within the human face. Because as a police officer, you also get discretional powers, right? In as much as now, don't take and say, no, P.P.P.R.C power, I pass discretional power. But sir, you get a mandate we heavy pass the politicians them, right? So in that light, do you have a police when I try to give people a fair trial, right? Family them. Now let we go to the last and final topic for today. The last and final topic for today say President Bio has succeeded in turning our sisters to social media prostitutes and brothers to drugs addicts. A case for potential voters come June 24, 2023. Family, what I mean by this here? It is evident of the fact that all what's in the happen so, the only solution to this problem now is for us to go to the ballot box on the 24th of June 2023 and vote retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio out of office, because he doesn't seem to be committed, right, to solve the problems that we are facing in Sierra Leone. So I will not call for insurrection or any other thing. It's for us to register just as we've done and to vote come June 24th, 2023. and vote President Bill out of office. So man will say, but Editayo, you're in exile now. You not register, you're not able for vote. No, 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 no. I will be there. Read my lips. On the 24th of June, 2023, I will be in Sierra Leone, right, at my usual voting spot, which is Leicester Village, to cast my ballot in whatever way. My own brother Adebayo can say anyway now way. Oh God, they can say teeth not the morning at all, teeth not the morning. So family them do ya. It seems as if President Bill don't succeed for turn with sisters them to social media prostitutes. This is just the fact. It's nothing hidden about this. Now, I don't see say before women get then social media love groups they are so follow the converge discourse as adults then like adults arena and waiting and others. After that we organize chilling, we go chill, we enjoy, we drink and eat and what have you as the case may be. Now so it be talek. But now, Lord have mercy fam with them. The social media entertainment groups away there now for social conclave are purely social media prostitutes wing them now or cartel them or brothel as the case may be. Yes. And this is very, very disgraceful in my estimation. Some people then get their own defense for that. They say not because of hardship, not because of the country tranga. Okay, that is the problem. Now they say, do ya now go vote President Bill out June 24, 2023, so that we're going to solve this problem here. Because for our sisters them, as they wake in the morning, so could you imagine woman they don't snap their naked self? Could you imagine some they snap them private parts, snap them breast, snap their whole body, post on social media now? Any short time, Western, any short time, Eastern. Could you imagine 250, 150, this, that? It is not done. It is not done. And I want for outrightly condemn Dandy. We are all active, we are all adults, we all get sex and even extramarital sex, yes. But the fact remains, for them now we sisters them don't take up to social media prostitution. When they wake in the morning, some go send video, some send audio, some send picture, any short time, Eastern, Western, Central, this and that. It's not correct. And as a nation, like how you see we don't begin for talk about the misuse of drugs. We need for talk about this social media prostitution ring, where we sisters and brothers they don't open, where they, I don't know, they demean we sisters them pride and credibility. Yes, they demean them. Come on, before we only know about Katakumbe and Long Step. Later on we may get, is it that will be in our street when these or it as the case may be. Now we don't get more, we don't get Lonely Beach, we don't get Tego Kailau all over now, all over. It's not correct. One, we are encouraging our sisters to be lazy, right? And for loss their self-esteem. Because if woman then now not they go learn book for be caterer, for be accountant, for be this or that, waiting they embark on now social media prostitution, take and say now we future now with the damage so. Because in time to come, the young folks that wait for embark on administrative issues them, they're not gonna learn nothing. Because we see they don't take up to laziness now. I see them wake now in the morning now for expose their naked part on social media for call for money. It is not done. It is not done at all. We not say yes, the country tranga, but there are other ways what we can do. One, just like I was saying, it will make them become lazy and unproductive. We're going to make in the future, we not get human resource for able to address the country in administrative problems then. Because all of the guys don't become lazy now. Yes. One, then they enjoy pleasure through the sex. Two, then they get money. The other side I want to look at again, and the fact that, just like normal Emerson be say in one of in music where he pull, he said this is now a lost generation. It's a lost generation in the sense that with a grumble say tin tranga, money not in the country, yeah? Then the ladies then get the guts for being so unreasonable for the charge 250, 300, 500,000 for waiting, for short time and sleep and waiting. So if you the man self, we got for go pay that 150 day, 250 or 500 or 300 for short time and sleep and waiting, you the grumble setting tranga in the country, then yet you left for take that money day for go buy food, for go buy other things where you go become productive for take care of yourself. You don't go spend about 5, 10, 20 minutes enjoyment. Does that make sense? Is that not an act of a lost generation mentality? It is. And for that reason, I can listen to some of the audios them. You can see small about them all don't go join a group and then now they all they talk if you know say these are not responsible people. Family them for now prove me wrong or right. Make a play for now some of the audios them where I think say some of them audios they are so need for the bring people then come to their senses. Look like this small titty because this is a small titty. The way they talk if you know say this, it don't make sense per which they talk. You they say you take care of you people them or waiting. But if that is the case, safe, I don't think parents for the encourage and picking for doing kind of thing they are so only for go put food on the table. We need to condemn this. Someone go say no, Editayo.G we left them and their way of life and waiting. It's not a way of life. There are more better ways of making life better than social media prostitution, where they demean their characters them. Yes. And also again, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Eh? No. Family, don't listen to this man.
After everybody did, I just want to say because yesterday I know people get light not be in our area, so the power bank go off, the phone go off back yesterday. So I want to send message to waiting my sister. Be say when we send her the phone. When you know see you're not ready for connect with person, not ready for do business, not PV. Be like me, so let person not PV me or you know see you're not ready for do business. I hope so everybody sabi how they do short time, everybody sabi how much they pay for sleep. You know go message me, we get out your rubbish talk there, we get out a lucky talk there, we give me full up me phone, they waste me time, they waste me megabytes. But you know see you not ready. Let me can always they talk out, you know say you not ready, not PV me. Why send anything picture na me phone? Now the phone one you know say you not ready for let me to work, not PV me. Because if you're not ready, me you to I will tell you bad way, you know go ever talk to me again. What tell you done that you life, you know ever talk to me again. So do please, let me can always they talk. I send this version to her. I asked with my sister says, "I so rubbish. What are they PV? I so rubbish in the beginning out to you. We want 50,000 beginner for then they take circle and they emboku because they are not getting nothing for do. Emboku let me say I get put it for do. I go for this, I go for that, I go for buy clothes, I go for this mama day. So Scarlet will just this to the nominate talk like some of full responsibility. Now we 8 get for buy pamphlet, get for this, get for take class, get for take transport. So you know say now you get used to so that's one boy PV me study. I get 100,000 no. I don't know if I 120 for late sleep. The big one I don't waste me time for message and I block a street. Because if I waste me time and all are rubbish. So do please when you see you not get money.
Family, when I hear waiting this lady has to talk, this is very, very bad. Right? Could you imagine the lady they talk say, you get for buy pamphlets, and you take care of your mama, you get for eat, you get for sleep. If you know say you're not ready for them, not call them. Family them, some of who are them groups they are, so me I can send me right up and they say some of them can vex say this group not for that today for this kind of program here, but really I'm there as an investigative journalist for able to pick all of them kind of thing there because this all not the help with country, not the help with society. Yeah, you small picking what they talk. Yeah, no, when I hear what you talk, this is not correct. It's not correct at all. It's not correct. Now that's the reason they say they blame SLPP-led administration because in 2018 they were aware of all of these challenges where the youth them the face, things wrong for the youth them. And they come with vague and bogus promises. Youth man and they suffer. Youth man not get job and this and that. When they come, now wanna tell me, almost institutions that don't open. Apart from trade center where we get, tell me how much vocational skills training center where they open for them with sisters they have so many go learn something. How much capacity that they give them instead. That mommy will be getting placed by China house yonder. They even harass the mommy for like close the place. And that's why they harass some and they make things difficult for people then. So all the promises where people make, wait till account with now. The food on the table, the this and that, the youths are now suffering without any solution. Youth man, they don't take up to drugs now. Yes, a cushion I can't give them. One contain a lot of kush and cocaine on account with instead of provide for the youth them. And drugs I can't give them. And they got to go spend money now for go buy that drugs day. So now they don't embark on prostitution. Family, they all listen to the debates as how they attack themselves and the group then they after this lady post what he post so I play for just now.
So for talk now, bro. Respect yourself. Woman not for the cause publicly so because you're in a crowd. Now maybe not a PV myself not in group say. I just did join no more for the colleague no more. You do business, you cost you bad eh? If you say that bag will go buy again. Now respect each other, bro. Now be kind to yourself. You know how some man they sell they call a old lady, they axe and then they buy. I maybe not can call on yourself. I just keep watching on to each other number one at the same because when I not sabi talk. When I want money, but when I not sabi talk.
We are going good to everybody in this group here. And I believe say P.P.P.R.C not in this group here, if I may say. We all are adults in there. And I believe say anybody so far they part of this group here, I believe in a business everybody they can do. Understand me? And I believe say if you're not a businesswoman or either you're a businessman, I believe say you not for make one mat. The only thing know when somebody PV you know say you want out but put in there, you know what you do. Make sure the person not get issue. Understand? And I can say something again. You guys are starting leading in a force, and then groups there. When the PV and force, if you respond to yourself, at times he agree all say they can do it, but any they can. So what you with the boy picking the back for do, or with the man the back for do to one of the woman the back, one of the Palestinian. But you know ever any boy picking they use words them or either talk bad talk but woman they for the story. Because then they all are Charlie's attitude and anything. Charlie's attitude. You know, for always the behavior like mature, everybody mature in this group.
Trust. The mature ladies and women in this group here, I let man PV, I tell her yourself, you know me, you can't complain. Because on social media you get for the expect that. You know, within a social media, you do business. Then the one that way need you business, they go PV, you can't sell words against it. If they get different intention now. Now the same thing happen to Becky. Same thing. It cost the guy, tell the guy what, just because of the guy that top price, you know, ain't calling big price, the guy will call price, they ain't begin tell the guy what now. The guy will use different phone. The PV and he calling price, and the guy say, okay, come, sleep over. And if he cost money again, he not to woman. Now they go and post video there. So our man goes eat and I use. We then find out the talk now he offend. Now he cost the money, mama the man no cost her. Who might not for be who the way you do business.
So
yeah, good morning, and it's wonderful.
Family them because this one has so not get for do with them groups there so we cannot today this person here talk this word here. This person here will get for can play with he so because it makes sense, yeah. Because what this person has to be time for talk so in the try for blame the government for say now the thing this way they don't do for address all of the challenges they should people in the face instead of that they left them so then now the country don't have the italic so then they blame APC for their own backwardness. It's people miss the youth man them all of this thing here now they make what we don't lead up to now. Now some of who for take drugs now for only console we safe. Then we sisters them, beautiful girls them, take up to social media prostitution. That's very, very bad. And this is the reason this will make a take and say, just as established in the UNESCO motto. What in the UNESCO motto say? The UNESCO motto say, it is in the minds of men that the defense of peace and development must be constructed. Owing to the fact that an idle man's brain is a devil's workshop, anything can happen inside it. We minds the need for being inculcated with positive mental attitude, right? And also civic education. Instead of the NGOs and CSOs and going on radio and television, they teach people them on patriotism, nationalism, civic education, and how to comport yourself on the premise of positive mental attitude. They focus on politics. Yes, then they augment politicians and bad work them to an extent that join for kill people them and waiting. Now we youth and they suffer. Look at what's happen. I'm happy amongst the lot. You get some level-headed and intelligent one them. You hear that young man they advise that lady. So now making them at the group them, in not can partake part in business, you can just advise them no more, you can observe what's in the post and waiting. Also, all man at the group them, they will take part to, but it is disgraceful. So when the picking themselves, you when they talk, you know, say this, they don't get training, they don't get home training, they are not well brought up. Most of them, I'm sure, we are born by children. They say don't grow up now, they say don't begin born and picking them. So come on, we are getting a lost generation. Why will not be able to advise we safe? This social media prostitution is wrong. Some people they don't even know the effect of what they do. So some of them even they snap their face, you see them face them, snap the naked one. They share on social media. Then come on. Some man will tell them applying it, they not get understanding. You know the effect of social media. Don't they share no more. Then so woman self, you know that pride for yourself. You know go find hard way for find money through skills training. Pass for that, you go pull close for more than 5-10 man for a day. For waiting for whose pride and dignity they in that? That is not good way of finding labor. All of this, I'm sure, we should be blaming the government who we get for sake of this. Because they neglect the youth them, neglect the people them, and the only solution is for us to vote them out come next year. Because they've failed woefully. Could you imagine? SIPP be talk about bread and butter issue, food on the table. Just as far we are showing economics and financial buoyancy in addressing Sierra Leone problem. Vice President we talk about the fact that it will make rest go down. We ready when they kind of the car will they rest them. Now nothing we not see. Then after 6 months, when they begin for ask them, and so now give it here 3 years. 3 years and not now almost 5 years they go, so we not see bugged up. How about I just read a few text messages that we don't kind side. I go look for reference. I see this person here so say Almami. No. This person here so oh my days. I see Amina Majid in the chagging here. He say Lord have mercy. I see only mods. Exactly, my sister. Now you come to woman and they misbehave in a salon so only for help them. This person here so Mbemba Bokari say Mr. Temple, please open also a YouTube page. Because this program is so important. Thank you very much. As however, I hope say my sister Amina Majid go help me for open a YouTube page. However, I see Amina say again, wow, this is disturbing for Yeri. My sister Amina na so bio. I don't know if na Amina reply to Mamba. He say, Mr. Temple, please open a YouTube page because this program is so important. I mean, I say true, a need for, right? That's where they happen. Because really, if we not advise we self here and do the right thing, Sierra Leone will go down the drain and we all go feel them. Because we are the future leaders, yeah, obviously if I can say. We are now partners in development, but we are the future leaders of tomorrow. So if we sisters are not embark on lucrative skills, or formal education, if not, yeah, for able for working at banks, become lawyers and doctors them. Now, where should they making the money in the egg bag where they don't post them? Could you imagine? Someone has been making the money, so which is scrubbing mode. He posts a naked picture. Short time though, Western, short time Eastern, 250 for sleep, 500, this, that. Nonsense. Then we they say things can go in the country, the youth man themselves, some of them they patronize them business, then they with such amount of money. They're picking themselves on a reasonable. Oh my days, this is too much. From the not reaching to what this young man himself gets for say.
For you know, I don't know honestly waiting our problem as Sierra Leonean. I don't know if we be honest with ourselves, we say the right thing, if we go die or people that don't decide for take a political party as a cult that you know for say the right thing, even if you say the right thing, you know, you go get for die because of that. We all know the way, man, how we go after the past government, you know, call them all sorts of names. And we all see when this government, they tell them within our opposition, the promises when they can make, they condemn when they can't condemn the past government as if they get all in wow, they know waiting them for do, wait for solve saloon problem right away within 6 months. You know, they will fix up the bread and butter issue said by J.J. Safar. You know, then now, almost going to 5 years now with the first time they can't do so. Then we still blaming the opposition. You know, really, it really sad. With all them promises where them we don't make to we don't believe and don't trust them people here say yes indeed when them people here come then we can't deliver them or do the right thing for we will push the country go before. We all know the challenges where they go on at the world now. You know, if we not fail based on that one day, we not explain to people and say now based on waiting they go on at the world now. But after 4 going to 5 years now, why make people vote out the opposite? Why make them vote them out in the first place? You know, not because of people are not trusting them anymore, they not believe in them. Una can have people and believe in and they trust una, they una still they can't blame opposition. It really sad. You know, it really sad for we nation. What is wrong for let we they tell we self the truth? They tell the way this government be there as opposition. Even with president now when retire with their Julius Mother bill. We all see. Now I can tell we say the government, the Dana, the then government and the Skuman government, they spend too much money per international traveling. You know, and they talk say from Pakaba in this way come away and take over a bag of rice be from 60,000 to 160 or 200,000. All let them the people and be free for talk them day. You know, we make sense to some of we. But now when people and talk, you know, they go after people. You know, why if you be there yesterday you they condemn, you know, you get the freedom of speech, freedom of movement. Nobody know they go after now. Why today now we una day the expectation people are not see waiting una be don't promise them. Then people and they complain una they feel offended. Una get for blame government opposition. Everything una get for blame opposition pa. You know, if una don't fail, una accept it, una don't fail because a lot of people are not be understand waiting how governance system they run. So man then at this government will not get no knowledge. When they can they not even try for understudy for me they know how their institution they operate. Now for just they can't fire people. Now then the government begin fail force. When they can begin they can run after people out, chase them by his own name and all them can about with them. And you know say they can with young people, which is very, very good, you know, for let young people and self all power. But at the end of the day, let them get knowledge of how the system they operate. You know, before ever you they come and they can't chase people out. Then again, the second way make them fail back again. They can't so many people them from the diaspora where some man done the over 15, 20 years. Fuck all you know do now in life. You know, they go put on a farm. He said just the bail. You know, then up till now we blame opposition. That we just let the government hold themselves responsible. You know.
Problem. At this particular juncture, one for the body cutting is done for today's program. However, I want to express my thanks and appreciation to all the one them where they view me so, and the one that we get for listening to this audio, especially the one that we take them time for watch this program live online and send text messages. I appreciate them so much because not to make it on time, not to make it on resources, so they use for doing what they do so. So I really appreciate them. Yeah. May just they give me your service to humanity and to nation building. Pro bono, yes, because this is free of charge. I've been doing it long before now. Because just like I was saying, I'm in cognizance of the fact that it is in the minds of men that the defense of peace and development must be constructed. So we need for engage with minds them, we need for the talk to itself, we need for chat the way forward, because if we left everything, so I'm afraid. So it is in lieu of the aforesaid also, I want to appreciate all the one them where they contribute financially to me strive, right? Especially Root Diaspora, we send me a text message yesterday, commit up today, after he watched the program yesterday. He said he was so touched, and to an extent that he thinks I need capacity building. So he said, will help me with 100 United States dollars. So I don't get the contact, and I'm sure he will send them. When he send them, then the person will receive them for me, go receive them and send them to me. So if I'm with them, just like I want to see no more, it really not easy. So this is why they say somebody will genuine, right? So want for help you. You know, they ask you for GIAM, authorization notes and waiting. They do it genuinely. Just like this, my brother, I saw you watch a program yesterday and decided for come to me aid and say you support me here. So just like I was saying, I know they ever do a program, I say they call for support. So when the time which if I need support, I go ask now. I'm not too big for beg. That is if you cancel the worst, right? I have to do anything, I go ask. And they are not, I'm not proud, right? But no, I don't reach the time yet. I don't reach the time yet at all. And I appreciate the one that we don't give me without I not ask. That's like I say, this is my sister from France. Another person again from America. The first person from America was here. So I cannot call him because now will be this salon there and all. Now I'm big man. Then this Mr. Adams again in London. Then sister Amina, and himself sister one will call him name. And also that one person we passed through Khadija Asante Janna Bay. That man is also not for calling name, right? Then order again. Yeah. But really, I appreciate you all. And all, thank you very much. The fact remains, we need to contribute towards Salon in development one. Any kind of way we can do for doing, because now, self that megabyte the born so for stick online for listening to what you had to say and take time for share the video. It means a lot. You should don't contribute to the process. That's all for doing. Because if you watch me no more, you not share the video, then the message not go pass, and the message is for pass. Because what you make for some people them. Now the more to God bless for do something for change society. And like me, I think so. Because if you see a left, paradise bureau where they work now money where they play with, right? Even if they give me money for go change in the street, the commission where they make, not a small money, I can go change dollars or pounds, yeah. I go na Navos bureau again, right? But you see I left all down there, I go read journalism and media studies and come into the field of journalism. And now I see the impact way may roll from the days of Global Sovereignty newspaper to the Financial Times newspaper with Dr. Ezekiel Doraman Elako. Oh my days, I forget me for the people newspaper also I train. Also Paul Camera train we all. From for the people newspaper, take to myself open newspaper and all. And then I believe on this particular slogan and phrase where Guna Gisno say it is evident of the fact that it is in the minds of men that the defense of peace and development must be constructed. Owing to the fact that an idle man's brain is a devil's workshop, anything can happen inside it. So if your mind not filled with positive mental attitude, patriotism, nationalism, right, and civic education, now nonsense you go to do. So we need motivational speakers them for motivate people them, right? Through positive mental attitude orientations them, like how we get Jeff Keller and others, right? We need motivational speakers in a salon for conscientize with brothers and sisters them, like how you share the play this role now, so for talk to with brothers and sisters them within the social media prostitution ring, including the one that say for don't take up to drugs now. They smoke kush. Yeah. I'm not exempted. When we say with the car up, now where will they go smoke in a back of Prince of Wales, becoming a St. Edward's attend? Rather we go St. Edward's and Prince of Wales. We don't know which also will they go. Who call Don Gone? Don Gone. I do will they go. But we enter in there. Now the weed will be the smoke, that's what they call marijuana. Now will they smoke. Who is not from now begin make. But really, on a more serious note, boys must be boys at times and girls must be girls at times, especially when you're young, within the ages of 10 to 18. I did tell you for listen to OPS and listen to advice. Like I wish will be the go school, they go smoke small, but listen to advice. So we be what we be so. We able for keep time for we book and for we future. Say we able for the builder will be so. But now some man, don't pass 18, 20, 30 now. It's still able for knowing left from him right. So only two motivational speaking go make you able for come to your senses back. And the more the merrier. People that for the go on radio and television motivate people and speak, do audios, then kind of thing they are so. Not for inculcate negative content into people them hate speeches or neither embark on selling drugs to the people then. No. We need for change the minds of the people then. We need for talk to us like how this young man favor when I see the use in social media handle. We be the advice we self so. We need for talk to we self. That's the only way we can get out of this situation. So family, don't take our share for appreciate you and always take time for watch me, my sister Amina, Abubakar, Kaloko, even though some people then say, I know for the call they want them where they watch we. Some man say them afraid. The man the one they will salon. But I don't say you now they go listen to it anytime they talk, we're not going to get arrested now. President Bio on another trial. Now freedom of speech association assembly don't become a problem, even though it is entrenched in the 1991 constitution. Now people then afraid for talk. Look like one young man in Sheffield, America, yeah. He sent me some Bible verses them. I mean, your brother, but he said, "You are not calling me name more." Editayo, they are not calling me name. He just sent me some Bible verses that I appreciate so much, and I go read them tonight before going to bed. But could you imagine? The man said, "I cannot call him name." Oh my days! I can't just imagine. Sierra Leone, what is happening? And President Bio, are you proud of that? Are you proud of Sierra Leone gradually becoming the North Korea of West Africa, or becoming Yaya Jammeh of Banjul, of which we are not living in Banjul, not under the era of Yaya Jammeh? President Bio, you need to brace up. Your democratic credentials are being put on the line. Because people are afraid for talk now. For talk is not a problem. But before you people, we are talking. To an extent that President Bio was saying that, yes, now me overthrow APC. If I get chance, I go overthrow them back. Now we kill Bambe Kamara. If Bambe then come back, I go kill them back. Could you imagine? President Bio say, if former President Dr. Bakroma failed for relinquish power 3 days after, he go stop for recognize him as president of Salon. Could you imagine? Judges Afar say, fire for fire. Nobody no arrest them. Lima in the call on the military for overthrow. Wusai, now AYV TV. And all what they talk, nobody no arrest them. These people are idiots too. Be that it's me, family, and so me good got the curtains done for today on program, but I will only admonish Sierra Leoneans and for think out of the box, broaden the horizon, you know what I mean, and cleanse them focus. And let we ensure, say, come June 24th, 2023. Now we come out, like how we come out 2007, 3, 4 in the morning, no go to map in a line for vote against this good for nothing government called the SLPP-led administration. With this particular words, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say I rest my case as I say thank you to all. Let God make we all sleep and awake for see the next coming.